Seemingly with every single interview that Ole Anderson has conducted, he seems like he's upset, he's angry about something or somebody. But one individual Ole Anderson seems to have a liking for, and that's Stu Hart, as you see here, between his sons Owen and Bret Hart. Here you see Stu Hart in the dungeon. And here is another shot of Stu Hart in the dungeon as well. And again, Ole Anderson has lots of good stories, funny stories to tell about Stu Hart. And here you see Stu Hart's house, of course, the location of the dungeon as well. Let's get right to it with Ole Anderson talking about his time spent with Stu Hart in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Stu is a hell of a guy. I go to Calgary. And when you're talking about my book, I'm going to plug my book. Go read the book. You'll find out all kinds of baloney stories in there. But this is the gist of one part of it. I'm in the shower. And Stu comes in. Now the water's coming down all over the place. And Stu walks in. Puts his hand on my shoulder and he goes, "Does anybody know what Stu Hart, how he talks?" I do a reasonable impression of Stu Hart.
I'd love to hear.
Big guy with big shoulders and pretty good arms and maybe. And I said, "Stu, I'm in the shower. You're getting all wet." And he's got a suit on. And he just keeps on. Big chest and pretty stout. And I said, "But Stu, can't you see that you're getting all soaked here? You're getting all wet. Your suit's going to go to hell." So I started moving. And I moved out of the shower, and Stu moved directly into the shower spray. And he goes, "Damn it, what the and he realizes now for the first time that he's underneath the shower spray. Stu had a habit of putting a hold on you, locking it down, and then saying, let's see if you can get out. And of course guys would be screaming. I don't know if you saw, but you remember when his son fell off the roof of Kiel Auditorium, Owen Hart? Owen was probably 10, 11 years old at that time. Do the math. I'm not sure. And he and another brother, and I've forgotten the name, Brett maybe, had squirt guns. And when I was in Calgary the first time, they were outside the ring. I'm in the ring, and they're shooting you with squirt guns, so you're getting a little bit of water on you. Hell, what the heck was I going to tell you? Remind me.
We were down in the dungeon.
Oh, yeah. It was a big building. And Stu never brought us in the house. Got into the kitchen area only, and you could look in here where they had a dining room table. It was just piled full of clothes. Stu had what, 11 kids? 10, 11 kids? Never saw his wife. Talked to his wife on the phone several times. Never, ever saw her. I got to thinking at some point that, maybe it was just a recording that was on all the time. I don't know. But some people say, "Oh, yeah, we saw her." Anyhow, so that's also the story. You ready for another story?
Yeah.
Where they claim that Stu is turning flapjacks. Have you heard this one? He's turning pancakes with a spatula, and the cat shits on the floor. And he scoops down with the spatula, scoops up the shit, throws it in the basket, and then goes back to flipping flapjack. Who knows? Anyway, he took us down to the basement. We got down the basement. You never saw such a mess in all your life. There was another refrigerator down there. Whether there were more than that, I don't know. But it was literally splitting apart at the seams for all of that. Stu apparently would go down and buy anything that was available, and I assume cheap, and stuff it in that doggone refrigerator. So there was lettuce that was rotting. There were carrots that were, back to saying it's my opinion, they looked like they were rotting. How's that? But it sure didn't look like anything I'd want to eat. And on the floor I used to tell people, I said, if you were looking for a part from a 1922 Ford Model T, you could probably find it somewhere in that basement. You could just about find any damn thing in that, just all over. So we never ever worked out. So we never got to get the Stu Hart treatment. Yeah, get out of this, you bastard. But what we did do is we were treated to, and I think I put this in the book, or part of it anyway. I put a bunch of shit in there. But anyhow, there was a house behind his house that he rented to a girl who he said was a brilliant artist. She could draw, she could sculpt, she was amazing. Just a talent that was unreal. So gifted. Well, he opened up the door and he got us inside and showed us something like on a table here. He said, a wonderful girl, and so talented, and such a gifted artist, and she sculpted, and then she this painting is hers, and I start smelling something. I said, Stu, do you smell that? And Waldo said, hey, yeah, Stu, something smells. Stu goes on, oblivious, and wonderful girl, and so talented, and this painting she did. Stu, do you smell that? She's and then she also damn it, can't you smell this? What the hell is that? We went around a corner and the toilet was overflowing, and shit and piss are coming out on the floor. Before I step in and I get back, I say, hey, Stu, look at the toilet overflowed. And Walter said, oh, geez, that's what's stinking. And Stu goes, now he's walking in it. Damn it, the toilet, that fucking cunt. I hope that don't get me into trouble. But
that's just your opinion.
Okay. As I remember it, that's the way it went. But Stu was, I just thought it was an amazing change. It was 180 degrees, but it was probably beyond 180 degree change. From being so brilliant and so wonderful, fucking cunt.